All right, so I think numbers and special milestones are obviously carrying a very special significance this year as we commemorate what would have been Tata Madiba's centenary year. And of course, honouring his legacy of sacrificing 67 years in the service of society, in the service of others, we are called to donate just 67 minutes in that same vein.
And that is so little in comparison to what Tata Madiba did for us. And you know what, we at the tail end of Mandela Month, and we did say we were going to make every single day a Mandela Day.
This year, yeah.
And the country has found a very unique way to engage with Tata Madiba's history 56 years later.
56 years ago, on the 5th of August 1962, while Nelson Mandela was on the run traveling to Johannesburg from Durban, he was stopped 5 kilometers outside of Howick by police and immediately knew that his life on the run was over.
The ensuing arrest culminated in the historic Rivonia trial that saw Nelson Mandela sentenced to 27 years in prison. Mandela's capture site is also the location for the beginning of much turmoil in apartheid South Africa. But South Africans have since united to rediscover exactly what this place means to them.
Enter the 67 Blankets for Nelson Mandela Day initiative, which since 2013 has harnessed the power of unity to attempt records while donating blankets to those in need. For Mandela's centenary, the team is attempting to break the Guinness World Record for the longest scarf.
Caroline, can you tell me why the decision to celebrate Tata's centenary with this record attempt?
Well, it's hot off the heels of creating the massive Mandela masterpiece, which we did at Zonderwater Maximum Correctional Centre. So it was so big that from the sky and from outer space, that was how you could see the face of Mandela. So that happened on April 24th. And then our Knit-Wits for Madiba had done their work because they all wanted to know what's next. And on Facebook, I put out the following message: Dear Knit-Wits for Madiba, we are going to create the longest scarf in the world, measuring 27 kilometres. We are going to create 1 kilometre for every year that he spent in prison. The current record stands with India and measures 14.5 kilometres. But we are South Africans, we love a challenge. We don't want to beat them by this much, we want to beat them by miles. People just love being part of this movement. But it's Madiba magic.
27 kilometers is no small distance. How do you go about measuring it and making sure that there's enough scarves to cover this distance?
Well, I just hope for the best. We've got our land surveyor, Kevin Malhush, here, who's going up and down, doing what he knows best. He's the guy. We've got the professionals on board. And, thousands of people have put hook to wool and churned out scarves. And hopefully this will measure 27 kilometers, or maybe more. I don't know. We're South Africans. We're capable of many things.
67 Blankets spread marvel for a good cause earlier this year for Freedom Day, when they unveiled the largest portrait blanket in the world. The scarf record attempt is taking place alongside an iconic memorial perspective sculpture at Nelson Mandela's capture site 6 years after it was erected.
With 67 Blankets, we talk about knitting our lives together, but the people making the blankets, making the scarves, they get together through bright, warm, colourful thread. And it's so beautiful to see communities coming together from all races, religions, socioeconomic backgrounds, men, children, getting together in parks, in restaurants, in people's homes, at knit-a-thons all around the country. I love seeing it. I feel proud.
This is Madiba's centenary year, so it's amazing to all come together in this way to show our respect, to show our gratitude, and to continue the work that he started.
Our school did 4 kilometers, JP Girls alone did 4 kilometers, but it's quite cool to be a part of this, to see how you can help the community.
Well, it feels great to help those who need, because it teaches you to be grateful for what you have, and it's a different feeling because you don't do this every day, and you don't get to join hundreds of scarves with other people who also care about other people every day. So it's wonderful.
We are doing what Mandela was doing. Mandela was a man of people. He was always willing to support the poor people, helping the needy ones. Even those who are sleeping in the streets, they do get warmth because of Mandela.
I made 23 scarves this year, and each one is going to go to someone who needs it, and hopefully they will know that someone made it with love, and it's a one of a kind, it's unique, and hopefully it'll keep them warm for many years to come.
It's absolutely fantastic. Just to think what we've done, how many people we can help. It's just really out of this world.
I think think it's on the basis of giving hope again, and that it's the 100th year. I think at the end of the day, we've gone through a really tough period as a country, and you sit down and have a look at the people that have come literally from across the road and helped sew stuff together, and the fact that it's the 100-year, the capture site, the euphoria, Nelson Mandela will live in our hearts forever.
I think he would be proud to know his legacy is being respected in the way that it has been, and everything that 67 Blankets represents and everything that they've done only emphasizes everything he embodied and everything he wanted to impart to everyone around him.
It is my first time coming to the capture site, so just the spirit and the vibe at the capture site. I mean, seeing the nice setup there of Nelson Mandela's face has been amazing, and then also the people that I've interacted with here at the capture site has been fantastic. So this, I think, is a fitting record attempt, and being part of this has been quite amazing.
The spirit of unity and celebration that we've experienced here today shows just how far we've come from our troubled past as a country, and just how much we can celebrate in addition to helping those in need, just like Utatu Nelson Mandela would have wanted.
To Madiba, to together.